Good night, everyone. Welcome to Island Fans. We join here again with another episode to preview these upcoming games. Um, Talked about the Carabao Cup games, the past Premier League games tonight. So just going to introduce the crew tonight. We have Shakir, Arteta Masterclass. We have Memphis here after a long time. Free Donny and Jamal is back here again tonight. So how are y'all doing tonight, fellas?
Well, honestly, I before Joe gets in here, and stuff was cuss out Shaka. I just wanted to say, I mean, it was an unfortunate event because he only had eyes for the ball. You know, just cut. It's okay. It's okay. It's unfortunate.
Memphis, what's up?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, can you hear me properly?
Yeah, man, you're good.
Yep.
Um, you know, I've been gone for a while, and Donny still ain't getting no game. So
So that so
I
that's
thought you
good.
went to petition for him to play.
yo,
Thought
look,
that's what you were busy doing.
my friend was at Old Trafford on this is when they played Monday.
Uh huh.
Yeah, and,
Okay. So he got to see Danny though. He saw
yeah,
Danny killing the cameo.
like 20 minutes.
Yeah, little cameo.
So Jamal, what's up? What's up for you?
We're doing all right. Just happy and we can breathe now that we didn't concede anything in that game. So now we can take the tie back to the Emirates and actually deal with them since they don't have Mohamed Salah and Mane. So that'll be good.
Would you have Xhaka?
No, Xhaka got a red card.
Uh,
Look, look, the man say Arsenal getting the red card. That was showing at Arsenal. Shaka getting the red card. That's when it became advantage Arsenal.
yes, sir.
Uh,
We played
that kind
like
of
it.
help out
That's good.
that kind of help out the situation right there. So let's just jump into the Carabao Cup games. Tottenham and Chelsea. Chelsea game was first. Chelsea, seal it to go to the finals with a 1-0 victory. There were some controversial calls that you could say there was an offside.
Mm.
They claim to say whether it was a penalty or a free kick. What's your thoughts about that game right there? I know Jamal already said clear in our group that Tottenham is just whack, so it shouldn't be any long talking.
I didn't watch the game because Tottenham won. I didn't expect them to come back, so I didn't think that was a game to watch. I was watching the Norwich West Ham game.
Okay.
The offside for me, that was obvious. That was obvious offside. The penalty, I didn't see it, but I was talking to somebody who was watching the game at the time it happened, and he said if the referee gave the penalty, the referee's an idiot. So I
Yeah.
guess them
The
not
ref-
giving the penalty was the right decision.
yeah, the referee didn't see it properly because he just thought he cleared the man out, but he got the ball clearly. And then, what was it? Lucas Moura, right? Lucas Moura fell into him. So
Hmm.
there wasn't any contact. Even they were saying on the commentary, it's the referee just couldn't see properly.
But it's just Spurs. Like, were they really going to win?
Well, that's what I was saying.
That
They,
that's
they
true.
just saved themselves from losing in the final.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did. There was even a part there saying that after the Kepa pass, and I think it was Jorginho and up and stayed too long on the ball. There was like this Kepa IQ that that he ended up and played the offside trap on Kane to get him offside. So then it was a big sigh of relief from him because Kepa is the Xhaka, the scapegoats like Fred and so that
that's
always manage to get some blame thereof. So yeah, so that's the first game. We look at to the next semi-final game, Arsenal
Liverpool.
versus Liverpool. It was a very good game, I must say. The Xhaka red card early. Shaq touched on it already. So I'm just gonna let the two Arsenal supporters, sum up the game for us today.
Go ahead, Jamal.
Well, I mean, there's not much to say. We just dug our heels in and
Yep.
got a result that we needed. this was the same type of resilience we saw when we went a man down to City as well. But unfortunately, that time we conceded late on. But you can see how the team is improving defensively and on the instruction when they come up, when players come on and they just perform to what you need them to do in that specific game. And that's what happened today. I wasn't expecting to go in to win anything, especially with one fully fit midfielder. And I didn't even count Xhaka before the game, but now you can't even count Xhaka for the next game. So that's all that's happening, and us just grinding out the result was a good, I'd say, good result for the club all around today. And all heads turn to the North London Derby on Sunday.
What I would like to just throw in here more is like my name is suggesting here. I really back Arteta for what he did today. I mean, he could have easily just took off Nketiah and played 4-4-1. Could have easily done that, but instead he went 5 at the back, lock up shop. Chambers, who came on, I thought he did very well, and I started the little tactical adjustment there. This is what allowed us to see this game through. I'm really watching the game as I sent in the group and breathe, because every time Liverpool attack, I'm like, oh, is it going to score? There's one time when Gabriel misjudged the ball and then the ball fell right there to Jota. I was like, oh boy, and even that Minamino chance.
Yeah.
But Saka, it was one thing. Yes, he has gotten better. He's scoring more goals this season, but he needs to still tidy up that finishing, man. Needs to.
Yeah, so with that point, from the Arsenal supporters again, coming out of this game, 0-0, Liverpool in the mind to score. Y'all think y'all have a chance, or how confident are y'all feeling to take the second leg and advance to the finals?
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty confident as well. If Liverpool come with that display today at Anfield, and I don't think they were missing any players that they'd have for a second leg, besides Mane Salah. If that's the strongest they can come, then I definitely can see us scoring against them at the Emirates, especially if we have Odegaard and Smith Rowe back. I guess the only thing would be the system. The system that we play would have to be efficient because we don't have Xhaka. So we'll see how that system goes, because we don't do well with a system without Xhaka.
Yes, so I agree with Jamal. I do agree with Jamal. What is my concern is the second leg being at Emirates. They could easily get a penalty, and then that's the away goals. They have an away goal there. So
no, there's no away goal. Yeah, there's no away goal in this.
Okay, well, even better. Well, I'm not to worry about that. I do believe playing them 11 versus 11. Yeah. Like I said, Arteta masterclass. I'm expecting something special.
Yeah, I think it was a masterclass also switching to that 5 back, and the 3 centre backs really held their weight today, to absorbing all the pressure that kept coming. Even self Ramsey, like you wanted to thump off somebody's head today, because he kept going for it. I mean, Arsenal, as y'all said, y'all could finally breathe a sigh of relief. So yeah, so so with Jahil's comment, you were saying, why is Xhaka the scapegoat? You're just using the scapegoat comment as these players that you just look on and is always the blame, because like for City there's Benjamin Mendy, United have
Fred or Maguire.
United
have
a lot because they are a lot of bad players.
Xhaka.
I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, we can hear you. Oh, Moise, I think Moise behind. Yeah, so we could hear you more, but yeah, Memphis, you were saying that you have a lot of bad players there, so
Yes,
there's
sir.
a lot of people to go around.
Yes, sir. Can never just
You like old McDonald, you got a whole farm.
tell you, man.
All right. Shout out to Ben White today too. But shout out to Ben White. I thought he had a really good performance today. Mo, you back?
Y'all hear me clearly?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we are. We were hearing you clearly all the time.
Oh no, because on my stuff it seemed like I was sticking. Well, I was on my end.
All right, just go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, we already touched on the Carabao Cup games. So the Premier League games that happened earlier this week, there were two of them. We start off with the Southampton and Brentford game. Southampton went into this game and basically chose violence. So they beat Brentford by a scoreline of 4 goals to 1. Who watched this game can just sum it up for me because I wasn't able to see it. So we can just touch briefly on that one right there.
I watched it. It was I watched it. It wasn't that an exciting game. Southampton came and Southampton did the business. Brentford in that game, they came. They didn't. You didn't see that attacking flair from them like they've shown against some of the bigger teams this season until late in that game. So I think Southampton came. They won the game. They deserved. They were deserved winners.
Okay, fair enough. We go to one of the top four contention teams at the moment. West Ham. Another victory, 2-0 over Norwich. Two questions. Did Norwich guarantee that they get relegated? And are we still having West Ham as a top four contender? Monchi, what do you say? Let's break the silence.
You
You
can't hear
muted?
much. You're muted.
Hello, good night.
Yes,
Good
sir.
night, good night.
Yes, yes, yes. Uh, yeah, I think Norwich already just say, you know what, let the two ends go down and just, I know we're gonna fall behind them, but like, I haven't heard they've been busy in the January transfer windows yet. Were they? Are they?
I don't think so.
So,
The only thing
They're
I hear
really designed to going though.
I don't think
is
so.
that I only hear that Newcastle is interested in Cantwell.
Cantwell, you're right.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's, so it's like nobody wants to go there. So basically, if they don't have a busy transfer window, more than definitely they're going down,
Yeah,
right?
but as you as an owner, I don't think you would spend if you feel like you're not going anywhere either, right?
Yep.
At least okay, at least make one or two potential. I won't say potential. One or two signing that can say like maybe they can bring a little spark to the thing. Not a big name, but maybe bring
To,
in a Michu, a one hit wonder. You know, just to get you over the line this season.
that's real though.
Yeah, but if they get you over the line,
That's fine.
But and to do that though, to be in Norwich situation and thinking about Norwich, they need to at least win 5 games in a row to at least be in contention to come out of the relegation zone. I think they're in a
including
real tough spot.
including the other two, they need to beat the other two in the relegation
Right.
zone.
Yeah, because looking at the table right here, Burnley has basically what 3 games you would say now because they played 17. Newcastle played 19 and Norwich played 20. And Burnley is here on 11 points. Also, Newcastle and Norwich is here on 10. We're playing more games than the three teams that are above them. So they're going to have to hope that they get some real good luck and win the games that must be won. So yeah, just touching on to West Ham before we move on quick. David Moyes, is he the real deal or it's too soon to talk?
Well,
I mean, I
Man,
think yeah,
anybody?
everybody
I said this is probably just his level because he tried to
Yeah.
make that jump up and that went. But I think challenging for top four is just what he can do.
Memphis is that bit too harsh.
And not
Is
really
that shade being thrown or
That,
are you being
that Man
legit?
United team, that Man United team was a declining team. You'd agree?
I'd say it was balanced. I wouldn't say it's a declining team because there were just still people who were at a decent age.
Okay.
What do you call declining? That team that he picked up just won the Premier League the season before.
Right. And then he didn't get additions.
You got
And
Zaha.
you know how difficult it is, Zaha.
He chose to get Fellaini. That's his problem.
No,
Oh, with
I don't think.
Everton playing
I think
plenty
at the
stuff.
last moment, that's what they gave him. But I think it's they've said over time. You've heard stories that he wanted other names. I don't remember
Yeah,
who the name.
it was Cruz and Thiago.
Right, the other names, and he had to settle for Fellaini. I don't know. That's just my opinion. That it may be just giving David Moyes a little harsh run at his
Yeah.
Man United instead.
And one of these players to touch on, that is shining bright this season, Gerard Bowen. Does he deserve a call up to the England team? Jamal, what your thoughts?
I think that's a bit too much too soon. It's at this point, it's just a flash in the pan. So he's got to produce this consistently towards the end of the season, and I think the beginning of next season, in order to be even in contention. I don't see him going to the World Cup even at the end of the year. That's just a bit too much.
You see,
I agree with Jamal.
for Bowen, I remember earlier up in the show, I was saying I would take Bowen over Man United wingers any day right now this season. And you guys are bashing
Remember
me.
that?
You wanna hear a funny story about that, Munchie?
Con-
I remember
Con-
you talking about the midfield.
Yeah,
Listen,
we
Think
said that.
had couple goals and couple performances, and he got called up to the English team. So what's so different about Bowen? And he's been doing this. He's been having some consistent games. He hasn't maybe been scoring, but when he's on his game, he produces the goals and assists, and he's causing trouble for those left backs. So if
So,
Conor Gallagher can get a call up, if Smith can get a call up, why not Bowen?
so Monji, basically what you're saying that once you put in the work, you deserve to be rewarded for it. That's what you're
Of,
saying.
and look at his position in the table.
Okay,
In that right wing
that's
position.
fair
This
enough.
is why I said I agreed. Sorry, Moy. It is why I said I
Right.
agreed with Jamal. Because in the right wing position, which that's where he's gonna have to play, there is Sancho, there is Saka. There are people that you know will make the team in front of him. So I mean a call up is just for calling up sake.
Sancho, just because of his name, bro, Cole Palmer has more goals than Sancho this season.
He's been making the team, ain't it?
Why is Sancho name being called up? If we say we call up players based on their performances, Sancho shouldn't even be ball boy.
Yeah, but now Sancho's an established England player.
He's an international.
It's
Yeah,
kind
because remember, because even look at it, nobody expected going into the last Euro, nobody expected Sterling to be one of the starters for England. And Gareth Southgate just seems to have his number one favorite players that you're going to say, hey, you can't touch this. This is his spot. So that's just how it is. Hopefully he gets one. It would be very good to
Oh,
see
he's playing
players
really
work
well.
hard.
He's playing really well. Playing
Yeah.
really well this season.
So let's now just jump into the midweek fixtures. We have a game coming up tomorrow at 4, Brighton versus Crystal Palace. They have as Brighton here the favourites to win this game. Shaq, you can start off telling me what you think about the scoreline going to be in this game.
Brighton versus who?
Palace.
Crystal Palace.
Brighton Palace. That's gonna be a draw. 1-1 draw.
Jamal?
I think Palace will win. I think Vieira's back on the touchline now, and I think they'll come out and play for a win. Is it at Selhurst Park or the Amex? Is that what it's called?
It's home to Brighton.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
Yeah, Amex.
I
Good night, Joe. Or I should say Shaka circumstances strikes again.
No, 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 no,
Let's
no.
what is it?
Circumstances. Circumstances
Circumstances.
strikes again. Oh,
We'll
boy.
we'll get more of your view on Xhaka once we reach to the North London Derby. we won't bother to get you striked up again for that. So just give me your results in this game, Brighton Crystal Palace.
2-2. A draw. 2-2.
On
Guys, yeah.
I see
fair
Brighton
enough.
probably with the supporters um getting the lead and Crystal Palace equalizing and Brighton scoring again. Because they're Brighton's fans when they're behind them, they're really behind them. But then I still see Crystal Palace still scraping and getting that equalizer, probably late in the game.
Yeah, fair results. Monchi, thoughts?
Brighton.
So Crystal Palace not ready to play.
Of course they're gonna play. That's how they scored.
What's this?
So, so what's the score going to be, Monchi?
Brighton.
What? Am I
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. What did you say, Munchie?
What you
Much
said?
that.
Now what's the joke?
No, we didn't hear what you said. Repeat yourself.
What's the
2-1
scoreline?
Brighton.
Okay.
Oh,
All we
okay.
heard was Brighton.
I'm saying.
Because I was wondering if Crystal Palace wasn't showing up. That's why I asked the question.
Brighton
Yeah,
2, Crystal Palace 1.
okay,
Fair
fair enough. Memphis starts.
I haven't seen either of these teams in a while, not gonna lie. But player for player, I'd probably say Crystal Palace would probably edit out 1-0 or 2-1. But it'll be a close game.
I like that Olise. How do you pronounce his name? Olise? I like that guy.
Let's see.
The dude they signed
Yeah,
from
that's
Germany.
a good guy. From
It's
Palace.
good.
Mm.
Let's see. I know what you're
Arsenal.
talking about.
Munchie, like, we can't hear you.
I'm
That
saying
went down south again.
Yeah, I
Tell
don't
them, Munchie, tell how we migrate to Canada, right? And Munchie down in a grace farm in a liquor house. with the internet.
So yeah, fellas, let's just keep moving right along. We're going Norwich versus Everton. The poll
Everton.
has Everton favorite
Everton
favorite
more.
score in this game.
Everton.
Everton, everybody agreeing with.
Norwich.
Hey, hold on.
Okay.
They know it's to win.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. Norwich winning this game, bro.
Points Norwich.
Norwich winning this game 2-1.
Norwich at 10.
Okay,
Everton
yeah, 10.
Boy. No, I'm sorry. Everton's team.
Everton.
So with Joe saying Norwich, I know Rafa has been under a little pressure come recently. Is he looking to get the sack soon? What y'all thinking? He can survive?
I would say so because I don't think there is. I mean, if you sack him, who are they gonna get? So
That's a
I
fair
would think he stays in the job just because there's nobody else right now, and then maybe he takes them to the summer. Then they make a decision.
It's a terrible form, though. 1 win in the last 12 games.
I missed that question.
Yeah, they're not in the best of form.
And who did that win come to?
That's what they
My
want to
goodness.
get. Oh boy.
What was the question? I
Yeah,
missed
we have.
Andre
Yeah,
Gray
it's
or Demari.
Demari.
Well, you get Andre Gray, brother.
Demari,
Demari Gray.
Joe favorite player.
Little soldier. Tell her, Demari Gray would make a nice bench player out there, Arsenal.
bench.
Oh,
Yeah, he
you
can't
see-
start.
You don't want
He
your
can't
favorite
start
player
in
to come and start.
He can start at Everton. He can't start at Arsenal.
Early strike. Smith at 10. Saka on the right. Gray on the left.
Yeah, Demari Gray would be a nice little bench player, man. You bring him in and you'll be like,
So I was neutral for basketball.
I said Smith at cap.
Yeah, I don't know
So
what other
other guy.
What the guy going next to party dog? You're playing attacking football.
Oh, just vibes. Just
Yeah.
vibes.
See, Joe,
No,
Joe, I think you would like to hire Memphis as a manager, because
I'm
he didn't put
telling
Xhaka
you,
in this team.
attacking
Xhaka
inshallah.
can't even buy water, boy.
bro, listen, right? The only person here that would probably put Shaq in the team is Shaq.
It's Shaq.
Anybody
That
else?
is
Right?
not true. That is not true. Jamal, wouldn't you put Jack in our team?
Listen, for the system, I would, but if we had
That's
better
what I'm
players,
saying, bro.
if we had better players, no.
Of course. We just waited, Joe. When we get in Bruno Guimaraes, then
Me-
Shaka outside.
Me a go, Party and Lukanga. All right. Yeah? The boys in into that thing.
The Xhaka, the Xhaka slander keeps going. But like, yeah, moving right along still. Wolves versus Southampton. Southampton coming off of a 4-1 victory.
Wolves.
Wolves in, Wolves in good form. Wolves are the favourites to win this game. We're going with Southampton. Can do this again? Or still going with Wolves?
Wolves. I'm going Wolves.
The Saints.
And
Wolves. Yeah.
I say 1-1
Saints
draw.
win how much, 1G?
3-2.
Oh, that's a
Entertaining game.
3-2. Bro, Wolves not conceding 3 goals.
Yeah, that's a bit
Yeah,
steep.
Wolves, you watching. I'm going Wolves. Either one, maybe 2-0.
Yeah, Wolves clean sheet.
Yeah, honestly.
I like Aston team.
Wolves beat United.
Oh, that's true. Matinho?
I mean, only team that didn't beat United was us.
I mean,
Just saying.
So Memphis, you think Wolves can come away with a victory again? John
I think
Matinho,
this
perhaps.
game draws, to be honest. I think this game will be a draw.
oh, okay.
Because they both play
Okay, fair
similar.
enough.
Look, Podence has been some real good farm. Podence in some good farm. I just like Wolves output. What's his name? Bruno Lage.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. I won't back him. I won't back Bruno Lage coming into this game.
Then you're going to
So we
sign for
got
Spurs
we
3 years later.
Did I hear you, Memphis?
He's going to
How's
sign
that?
for Spurs 3 years later.
well, Wolves players like to go to Spurs, so we'll see how that goes. But to one
Oh, that
of the big
Wolves.
spenders that we I can't hear say now the Xhaka still get to put on an Arsenal jersey.
Only Arteta knows.
That's just Arsenal for you.
Jamal, those are the kind of comments that get me going, bro.
Let's not get carried away here. We
Okay.
slowly but surely get in there. But the Xhaka hate will come back out. But to the big spenders so far that we will say so far for the January transfer window, are we expecting them to do? Newcastle versus Watford. Newcastle are actually the favourites to win this game. Trippier can come in and work some wonders. Christian Wood can come in and help Newcastle out. Or Dennis is still here, right? Dennis gonna go away for AFCON.
No, he didn't. Watford
No.
wicked.
Or Dennis can continue. Or Dennis can continue his fine run of form. What's the results of this game, fellas?
Well, I saw the tweet from Watford.
No.
So
How's
how
that?
they denied him to go to AFCON, and then
Right.
they tweeted a video of him warming up for the game, and all in the replies, all these where is he? Nigerian, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All the Nigerian people said, "Oh, you're gonna get relegated. Juju on your club."
Don't mess with the African juju,
Oh, boy.
So they deserve relegation for holding Dennis back.
We see
Oh,
we see Pep like he have some of that in us, so we know how vital that is also. So maybe it might come to plan. But yeah, back to the game results.
Newcastle for me.
I would love for Newcastle to get this win, and then that's them out of the relegation zone for the time being. Is it?
I mean, Jamal, in theory, it's supposed to work. You know,
14.
you have Saint Maximum on one side. Who's the next dude on the other side? I think it's Murphy or something. Or but Trippier when he overlaps on the other side, you now have a big physical presence in Wood.
Chris Wood, yeah.
Like it's in theory it could work.
Bro,
I mean, they had a physical striker too in Jolinton. That didn't work.
Yeah, but
Not
Jolinton
really.
is he's a bit of a
He's
crybaby.
now a midfielder.
Yeah, fact, he is. Joe Linton is a crybaby. That's a fact. Yo, and the thing is, too, Newcastle cross the ball a lot. With somebody like Trippier, his crossing is usually pretty good. That's something that he's very good at. And then, not just that, players like Saint Maximin and so on, players like maybe even Almiron and so on, if he's playing,
Mayor hit
can
the ball.
can benefit from somebody like Chris Wood with his physicality, somebody that can hold up the ball and give them time to run in behind and just play it after them. So I expect Newcastle to win. They should on paper.
Your favorite. Mungie, thoughts?
2-2.
Time
Cheers.
on
You know.
a controversial score tonight, boy.
Yeah,
You don't agree with nobody for the night up to no.
like win a game convincingly and can talking like and fight and grit that hey,
Yeah.
you want to survive the job. I think they just go into the motion. To me, honestly. But honestly, one thing this Newcastle team needs is a ball playing midfielder. If they get that, not because like to spray these balls out to Saint Maxim, have him on the counter, or to spray those balls out to Chris Wood, whoever. Even John Joseph can do it, but like to me,
Higher quality.
he's too
More.
times bipolar. You know, and he
Not just
doesn't.
that, Shelby get old,
This
bro.
will be like Xhaka.
Yeah, Shelby get old too. Shelby spends too much time on the ball quite often. A lot of the time when Newcastle are attacking and they get hit on the counter, it's because John Joe Shelby gets caught on the ball. He gets caught in a weird position and then plays a terrible pass that goes to the opponent. Or he plays the ball back home and it's a short pass.
Yeah. So then once they get a midfielder that I think they can get over the line. 'Cause the defense, Leicester or whatever his name, this guy he's a fighter.
Lascelles,
Yeah, Jamal
yeah,
Lascelles.
Jamal, not bad.
And the thing is, Newcastle in the first round, the games that they've been losing is not 5-0, 6-0. They're losing some 1-0, some 2-1, some pretty games. So that shows like they know how to defend. It's just that unlucky chance or the opponent just get one and just cause them to sit back. So I believe if they get that little push attacking wise, they be good, especially in the midfield. They can get over the line, honestly.
Yeah, so we have Newcastle going down to win this game, the favorites. So next game, Leicester versus Burnley. Will Jamie Vardy be having a party, or will Burnley crash it? What
Well,
what what are your thoughts,
They
Memphis?
just lost a striker, so
Well,
Oh,
I've
that's true.
been saying that this is Burnley's year to get relegated, so 3-1 Leicester City.
I'm with Memphis on that one.
Jamal, what you were saying?
I won't give them a goal to Memphis. I won't give them a goal.
Yeah, I just sold the striker.
it's 2 or 3-0.
Oh,
I think they're getting from Jamie
So-
Vardy hat-trick.
Vidra masterclass.
You never know, it might happen.
Yo, I couldn't even convince myself saying that just now.
Disrespect.
That guy Carney, he's not bad.
Who?
Who?
Carney,
Yep.
Maxwell Carney. He's been
Yeah.
Yeah, Carney, not bad.
Isn't he away at AFCON as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, listen.
Fully there.
5-0 Leicester.
It's gonna be something new. We just know that.
A lot
And
to nil.
A lot nil.
and
Well,
What?
how's that, Monty?
Ndidi Kilichi and Amati.
Yeah, they
NDD,
are at
yeah,
halftime.
they are, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
Oh,
three.
yeah, that's true.
That's three spine for Leicester. So
Um,
um,
that dude that is Sumari, he can come in for NDD.
Mm-hmm.
I think he can do well.
I think
Iniacho,
they said that Chowdhury,
yeah,
Chowdhury
Daka
can
can
play there
come in.
too.
Yeah, they got Pats and Daka too. No wait,
Mm-hmm.
is he away?
But
Dak is
wasn't
Dak is
Who
Nigerian.
Daka
Yeah.
played for? Nigeria too?
Yeah, I don't know if he got called
He's
up.
some Africa, somewhere in Africa. I don't
I don't
remember.
but wasn't Kelechi a bench player?
Yeah, but he starts for Nigeria.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, but I'm saying Leicester wouldn't really, miss him like that.
He created
Yeah,
the
Leicester
last.
still have.
It was Kilichi and Vardy. I think whenever they started playing the two one, Kilichi had been scoring or assisting in his last couple of games. He started in the two up front.
Yeah, I remember
So
when they came on and they were making the comeback against you the other day. Kelechi is who really started. No, no joke. Kelechi
right,
who started the comeback. Remember? Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah.
Madison be doing well as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Man like
Madison
Matters.
been in a little form recently, trying to keep Leicester going. But on to this next one. United versus Aston Villa. We saw
That's the game.
United come United come out with a 1-0 victory in the past FA Cup game. Will it
I,
be the
4-1,
same results, or Aston Villa can manage to get
4-1,
one over them? Let's start
4-1,
with the United hater first. Monchi.
Which one?
4-1.
Oh,
Oh, Monchi says 4-1.
I am inclined to go with a 2-1 victory for Aston Villa.
Who's fair?
wow.
22.
Okay, so Joe, Monchi is expecting you to come in with a 3-1 scoreline. Or are we
No,
going higher?
I am not going 3-1. I'm actually going 3-2.
See, that's a game. 3-2
I'm
we
going
are.
I'm going
3-2.
3-2. 3-2 Villa.
3-2 Villa.
Yeah.
Villa is the
Look,
favorite.
I tell you, I like Villa's team. I really do.
Coutinho can play.
He can play.
Yeah, you can
Didn't
play.
didn't he
Yeah.
play
Should
too?
be able to.
Play. Can't play. He's
Yo,
good.
I wouldn't even be surprised if he starts, to be honest. I would not be
He's
surprised.
Wendy, we've been doing well. You won't drop Bendia.
It's kind of tough, unless you play both of them.
You play both. Yeah, I was just about to say,
Coutinho
you
would
play
play
them
out
both.
wide.
Yeah.
Coutinho out wide.
Yeah, Coutinho
Mhm.
can play wide as well.
So you drop. If you
They
drop
want to
Ings
be
or
the one
Watkins.
right? Yeah. I
Okay.
saw a projected
When it
lineup
comes to that,
that they went
you
back
probably
to the
drop
one
Ings.
strike. Yeah, they went back to the one strike, and it's Ollie Watkins and then either Coutinho or Buendia out wide.
Yeah, drop because remember Buendia can play out wide too, so you can put either him or
Yep.
Coutinho out there. You drop Ings because really and truly the way they're playing under Gerrard, Watkins suits their style more. So yeah,
That'll be real fluid. I
yeah,
like
man.
it.
On paper.
McGinn and Douglas Luiz. Yes, man. That's a proper midfield here.
And
That's
so
they have a good
El
team.
Ghazi was their player, right? That they sent to Everton.
Yeah, Don Everton.
Mhm.
Yeah, they sent El Ghazi out on loan to Everton.
Yeah, so Memphis, what are your thoughts? You going with everyone else, like with the Villa scoreline, or you're confident in your
Yo,
team to come up with a
never that
victory?
dark. This game is gonna finish 1-1, and that will be all.
Tall, I hear one of the boy talk, most of the boy come with big special microphone tonight. Oh, what?
Yo, wow. Yo, wow.
So the confident result is a 1-1 draw. Just getting 1 point from this game.
I mean, if Maguire back in the lineup, you probably lose. But Shaq, you know what's coming. Anyways, um, hopefully the lineup that they had for the FA Cup, like it would work, but with different players. If you get what I'm saying. Like it was more of a 4-2-3-1 instead of the 4-2-2. So the midfield wasn't as open. Because I mean, Fred and McTominay can do the work by themselves if you're going to play that formation.
They can
So
link up, score though.
and anyways, Rashford needs to sit down for a couple of weeks. You know, him and Greenwood like the when Salah and Mane had the little beef. I think him and Greenwood
Yeah,
have
yeah,
Yeah.
a
yeah.
beef right now. Yeah,
But at least Salah and Mane was scoring goals.
mood dog, mood.
And
Every
I see
time
when
they,
I
yo,
see Ronaldo drop some kind of shade. Me want to
Yo,
shade.
bring with
That's
that
not
if
shade. That's
Rashford.
stats, dog.
I want to
Rashford
got
is
to
a
be with
forward,
that
right?
Rashford.
it's like he was
Shade.
saying something without actually saying it.
Yeah,
But
he's
like
like, you know,
when the
come
Man
on.
United players hear it, they don't know exactly who he's talking
What
about.
we talking about? Yeah, you know that kind of
Yeah,
what?
fuck.
Sir,
What hot no? What did you?
But
so them forget so die.
What is this?
So we
Yeah, one
shall so
one.
we shall see how that. You saying something, Memphis?
I was saying, yeah, 1-1. I think this is the first time since the whole Ragnick appointment that I've been here. I'd just like to say that I remember saying that changing the manager wouldn't lead to much. Just had to throw that in there. Yeah.
did say that.
I have to
Did say
comment. I have to commend you, man, because at least you came back.
It is one thing, Johnny Lawrence coming the opening now. And then he's just
I need to say,
disappear. I will get Johnny back for 8. After the night on the space, the Man U fans went in for about an hour and a half. They were just talking, oh, Man U this, Man U that. Oh, it's personnel. Oh, it's coach. It's this, it's that. Man was so real heartbroken.
Well, we shall see what the talks are.
But more, the Jamal, the Jamal's prediction. Come,
For what? The United game?
yeah.
Yeah, the Villa United.
Oh
You say
yeah,
anything? Oh my bad.
I think Villa will win like 2 or 3-1.
Oh, what the jerk.
Seeing how Villa
So
played
Here's in the goal.
the other day.
Don't try that, Memphis. You said Jamal is the voice of reason.
Jamal, what you saying?
When it's
It's
3-1,
Arsenal.
it's 3-1.
2+3.
What's that?
You're saying 2+3. So it's 5-1. They get in. We putting it together.
Nah, 3 or 2.
Yo, it'd be real funny if United go knock the man at 5 or something.
Yeah, I could see that happening as well. It's either like United win like outright 3-4-0 or they lose like 3-1.
See, the voice of reason.
That's all right. Okay.
Fair enough. We shall see what the United talks are after this upcoming weekend game.
Never run, get back the partnership, you know?
I'm not letting you guys know. Top
What
men.
is Monty internet or his mic tonight?
What?
We can hardly hear you, good.
One
Just
can
covered it.
digital.
You guys waiting for me to start?
You saying something, Munchie?
On to the next one.
Go ahead.
We can't hear you.
He said go on the next game. Go on to the next game.
Munchie,
Oh.
Munchie, what kind of dollar store into the diary, boy?
Well, we're looking at Dollar Tree.
Okay then.
I get on this.
I guess.
Oh,
Man, they say get on their sunnies.
Tell her Grace
I
family,
guess-
you know.
I guess we moving right along. West Ham Leeds United. We expect anything from Leeds, or is it just going to be disappointment still once again?
Well, I would very much like the Leeds to win.
I would.
Yeah, same.
But
Same.
I don't expect anything from them. Oh, what? 16th on 19 points. That's not, a very good return for the season so far. So I'm not sure if they'll turn up in this game. And they're playing away, right?
Yeah, they're away to you.
How did they win? Yeah. So I don't think they're going to win anything, but they'd give West Ham a run for their money, but ultimately I think they'll be 2-0, 2 or 3-0.
in the game yesterday, Leeds, not Leeds, Norwich had some moments. So I'm thinking if Leeds can have some moments too, we never know what could happen. But I'm going with West Ham.
Who's gonna take those moments? Daniel James.
So you see, that's what I'm saying, man. I hope it any fault with Fina. And Bamford was on his way back before the break ended.
Yeah, it should be.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
let's
Boy.
hope, man. Yeah, Bowen, that's the threat.
Okay.
So we have
But
the Anfield. You're saying something,
Hmm?
Manji?
3-1 return.
Okay. So we come in the end of this week's game. Then we have Liverpool versus Brentford. Can Liverpool continue form without Salah or Mane, or
Yo,
Brentford going
Brentford
to take
slap up.
3 points off this game?
Brentford slap up. 2-1 Brentford.
Bold
Joe,
scoreline right here.
Joe, are you serious?
2-1. Wait, you think the joke me? You see me
The
smile.
last time they
2-1
played this
Brentford. Let me get
close.
blood.
Let
Let me
me
get
get
blood.
okay.
Wasn't it?
Might I add they're playing at Anfield in case any thoughts want to be changed?
Bro, I played that Anfield too.
With 10 men.
Agree.
Yo, Joe, woman having that Arsenal's playing with 10 men for the whole game.
Bro,
Duh.
facts.
So I like that. Because if Brentford beat Arsenal in the first leg and Arsenal and Liverpool drew, so that means Brentford can beat Liverpool.
You just had to
Of
throw
course.
that in.
Yeah, Munchie, facts. Munchie, I like your maths. Munchie, I can work with that. You can
Of course.
calculate from now till next week. I have no problem
Statistics.
with the maths, Munchie. You're right.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, we didn't have any false positives though. So
Wow.
And Liverpool had another false positive today.
False positive Liverpool.
sickening. Like I just have a new fresh found hatred for that club.
Them man had a new false positive today when Xhaka got the card.
So, Memphis, what's the scoreline for this game? Liverpool
Uh,
winning?
Brentford. No. You see, Brentford been on a little decline. I know what's been going
Yeah.
on for them. But Liverpool without Salah and Mane is mid-table.
Okay. Interesting take.
Liverpool,
Very interesting take.
I'd say
maybe not. Maybe you're right.
1 in Liverpool. Jota
Okay.
off of Firmino flick.
I can see that happening.
Trent look poor today.
Yeah. So
Did Firmino,
majority has went with, what was that, John?
did Firmino play today?
Yeah, he did. Oh.
He didn't
Yeah, he
start.
played. I think he had the opportunity for them to get the win, and he kicked with the ball.
Oh, Liverpool had most of the team.
Jeez.
They just didn't have Salah or Mane.
Yep.
Kate is not
Yeah,
a regular start, so he can't count Cater. Yeah, the full team.
that's true. Yeah, so
This
so
is what we
so we, so we
wanted.
shall see. So we shall see how this game gonna go, if it's majority the Liverpool win, or the draw results of the Brentford surprising victory. We're going to jump right into one of the juicy ones over the weekend. The North London Derby. Tottenham versus Arsenal. And before I let y'all jump in, the site that I'm looking on actually has Spurs favorite to win this game.
Clearly.
I know that's going to cause a lot of reaction, so let's start with Joe first. Xhaka missing the game. Is that a positive or it's a negative?
It's a negative, despite as much as this man annoys me, right? Games like this is where Xhaka comes in handy for that grimy, scrappy type of game. You check, but of course, Xhaka had to go out and be Xhaka, and do something stupid today, of course. So, I think Spurs are the favorites, rightfully. I think they're rightfully the favorites because our team is depleted, especially in the midfield area. And going against them, I feel like if you lose the midfield battle, the only way you will still beat them is because Spurs just decide to be Spurs. But no, that's facts. That's the only how you would still manage to beat them or at least take a point from it is if Spurs still decides to be Spurs. And then plus we all noticed it doesn't matter how well except for the last one. It doesn't matter how bad Tottenham are or how bad Arsenal are. Both teams usually get up for the North London derby. And then
True.
we're playing at White Hart Lane. I think we
Right.
haven't
Yeah.
we haven't
But
won there.
then you
It's been what, like 7 games since we've won there, or something like that, some crazy thing like that. So honestly speaking, with the current state of the team, if we go and we take a point, I'm okay with it. But Spurs will get slap up because every Tottenham got battered even at their home.
even when they don't go, Tottenham
Yeah,
get battered,
So
get
even when
battered
they
for
don't
battle
go.
and say. I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
Tottenham,
so
guys, you know I'm going with this, man. Tottenham is, yeah.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean,
But I'm intrigued to see that
nothing
game
important.
with all the people missing. I'm intrigued to see how Arteta work this one out because I remember the other day, even the game when we played against
Forest,
Forest the other day, a friend of mine was telling me, "Yo, if y'all struggling in the midfield, I mean, Tomiyasu was injured, but that's why you have both Chambers and Ben White, which are two players who are capable of playing in the midfield as well. So I'm waiting to see. I'm intrigued to see if Arteta is going to try some kind of mathematics like that and see how it works out. Or if we're going to play a back three against them and try to go counter attacking. I think we'll fail horrendously if we do that. Um,
Yo, just before you go on, it's the
mhm.
last time we won away to Tottenham was 2015.
Geez, see, so
Wow.
that's what 7 years ago.
Yeah,
So it wasn't 7 games ago; it was 7 years ago. That's crazy. You
yeah.
see, that's the point. So yeah, but yo, realistically, I am banking on a draw. Realistically, based on our current state and everything, realistically, because Odegaard is not going to be back in time. Xhaka out. Partey so will still be at
don't know that.
Newcastle. And
Don't know what if Shaka's gonna be out.
No, bodyguard.
Okay.
bro,
Oh,
it's not impossible, but it is unlikely that Odegaard
Because
will
we
be back.
were saying that about Shaka last show.
No,
Yeah,
but no, I was the only one that was saying
yeah,
Xhaka
no,
will be
yeah,
back.
yeah. Joe was saying he'll be back.
Bro, yeah,
Also,
forget granted. That man has some kind of super healing. The only time he doesn't come back fast is from red cards. Because he has no choice but to go to the three game back. No, realistically, throughout his career at Arsenal, Granit Xhaka has always come back from injuries earlier than he should.
Just,
Always. He's always
just,
done it.
just the red
Just,
cards a problem.
just the red cards are the problem. He had no choice. Check. Because he'd probably come the next game and give us a master class. Yeah, check.
Yeah, the
But
games after the red cards are always quality.
always.
Always
Unfortunately.
quality.
but yeah.
I
Yo, but
agree.
yeah.
I agree with most things that Joe
Draw.
said. To be honest, I agree with most things Joe said. But they are the favorites. We usually win at our home. They win at theirs. But I trust Arteta, and I think that he can come up with the right system to get the best out of what we have available.
Mhm.
Tommy Yasu not being there could potentially be a problem because
That's a big
I mean
loss.
Cedric went down today. But I mean Chambers did well when he came in
Mhm.
today. Of course, we don't have our regular 11 that we want to go out with.
Shot
So,
side note.
mhm,
The one good thing, the one positive about Tamiyasu being out is that Son is also out too. Because if I recall correctly, Son is out until
we
next
got
month.
a
Yeah.
couple weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the one good thing. Because remember, Tamiyasu's job would mainly be to contain Son. So
Right.
uh,
I'm looking. I won't say, yeah, I'm still confident that we can get a victory at Tottenham because Tottenham are not body, really and truly. They huff and they puff a lot, but really and truly, when we look at it, I have confidence. My confidence really comes from how well we've been defensively this season. And if we can build a platform from that, we can get Saka and Martinelli isolated with their fullbacks. I mean, Emerson Royal. I expect Martinelli to have a good game versus Emerson Royal, and we can create something there. Laka, connecting well with the with Saka and Martinelli. I see we have chances there. All right, I see a Carney here. He's saying, "Yo, I want Spurs knock 10." I mean, you wanted Spurs to win a trophy too. That hasn't happened. So you
my
add this to the list of
gosh.
things that hasn't happened. So
Imagine them boy want Spurs score more goal than they had trophy. Oh, what they take it.
Oh wow.
I understand.
That-
Spurs
No,
not
no,
winning.
no. No, between the shots very
Jamal, you
aggressively.
can go ahead,
Joe, you have the
I
stats to
know
back
I'm
that
still a
statement.
candidate.
You have the stats to back that statement.
Oh wow.
No,
Yeah.
I don't, but luckily for me, certain people aren't here, so I'm good to go.
No, but Joe, you're saying, I mean, do they even have 10 Premier League trophies?
10
Is
what?
it-
I'm pretty sure they don't.
There's only
10
one team with
Premier
that.
League trophy. Bro, stop your nonsense.
Exactly. So just say that. They definitely have your stats to back it up.
Spurs and trophy in the same sense is already a crime. But
Okay.
it is what it
So
is.
Right?
yeah, Jamal, let's hear your reaction. We're expecting coming
We
to the
not
Munchie.
saving Jamal for last.
Oh yeah, okay, Jamal, they leaving you for last, to see from the mutual. First is getting a car and he's saying, yo, the Xhaka Red have them feeling a type of way. Munchie, what is it? New Tottenham taking this victory or Arsenal gonna continue good run of form?
Well, this is the kind of games where you just watch it for just laugh. Just
Yeah, this is stupid over there.
like okay, these two teams killing off each other for what? You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, Arsenal trying to get to the top four. Spurs trying to get above Arsenal just to say, oh, we finished above Arsenal. So they have their little beef going on. So it's just good to just sit back with a little popcorn and watch that those two teams.
Yeah, well, it's a mini league. It's a mini league.
But based on the stats, since 2015, Arsenal hasn't won away at Spurs. That's a huge. Let's see what starts going into this game. But as you said, the positive thing about it, so that's a huge plus because, as I always say, people they're always crying down on how again is Son has been consistent. All weekend, one goal now kind of thing. Son doing all the right at the right moment. Setting up game, getting a miss from goal line, all this stuff. So Son is integral to this. I'm doing that game. I think he'll be missed, but other Son is missing. Lucas Moura has been in the quite as well. So I gotta watch out for Lucas Moura in the kind of Tottenham defense just naturally shaky. The man even nobody behind it. So as Sharks like Martinelli and Saka should, especially Martinelli versus Everton Royal. Like that's just be just a great way. Just get the left side all the ball. He and TM just get them all the ball. And I think if they do that, they put the ball on the left side, they can get a result.
Bravo.
Why don't you repeat the scoreline for us again, please?
6-3. But you're so crazy like your internet, bro.
Munchie. Oh, what? Listening to you just now, right? I like trying to figure out Ragnick tactics for the past couple of years.
Yo, big move.
We can already hear you munch your internet coming in and out. Yeah, go ahead, Jamal.
Oh, yo, if we have Smith Rowe and Odegaard back, I do think we can win this game. But
Yeah.
it's gonna be like a 1 or 2-1 or something like that. 2-1 or 3-2. Because I do think Kane hasn't scored in a while, so he's gonna be up for this game to score. And of course, we're gonna play our way. But like I said, without the system, Shaka without the system is a problem. So we have to change up the way that we play. And I just hope it surprises Spurs. If they come and play like the same way that they played against Chelsea, then I do think we'll win. And
Jamal, so
what
who's in the midfield?
for us,
Mm-hmm.
well, if Smith Rowe and Odegaard are fit, then I'd say Smith Rowe, Odegaard, and Lakanga.
Well,
And
yeah,
then
that's the only thing we can do. Really.
Martinelli, Saka, and then thing up top, Lacazette.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think my thing is I don't think Odegaard will be back. The injury
Then
on Smith, they say it's a small nigga, so hopefully he'll be back. But then if we
yeah,
don't have Odegaard, what do we do then? Are we going to start
then,
Nketiah again
then yeah, we have to start in Nketiah and drop Lacazette
to
CDM.
the 10?
Yeah, CAM. Sorry, not CDM.
Okay. Yeah, but in all honesty, right? All jokes aside, like I'm not an Eddie Nketiah fan, y'all know this. But prior to the red card, Eddie didn't look bad.
You're right, bro. You're right.
Prior to the red card, he didn't look bad, no. And then of course,
I felt kind of bad for him coming off, to be honest. Although I said the other day I was really done, felt kind of bad for him coming off.
well, I wouldn't go so far. I don't think him being on or off made a difference, but he did look bright. He looked like he was up for the game today. Just saying.
Okay.
Right. So let's see what happens Sunday. Yeah, you can get the stars. Why not?
So yeah, Memphis, you got in your results?
No, let me check the table first.
Why did you
Arsenal,
See,
We're still above you. We're still above you, bro.
lose. Um,
That won't change.
okay, Arsenal played more games, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a 1-0 Arsenal. Can't have too much goal difference.
Oh, you're looking at the table. You want the result is based on the table because of how to get Manchester United higher.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you're trying.
This,
But you remember you're losing this weekend.
this is the
Now
same.
you didn't even predict a win.
This is the
I
same
mean-
one that predict 1-1.
1-1 for his own team.
I
That's
said
why
it
he's
was
trying
I
to keep it close.
win like 4 or 5. Hello.
Okay.
Okay then. Well, we jump into the last big game of the weekend. Manchester City versus Chelsea. Let's start with the United fan. How is this game going to go?
I was about
We
to
see
ask.
Chelsea choose.
Did I realize it's just
Are
It's
we
been
seeing
just
a
quite
Chelsea
a while,
revenge?
Chris. Come on, bro.
Are we see the Chelsea revenge, or Man City will come into this game and control it like they did the last time?
this game kind of iffy, because the last couple of weeks City's been, destroying my fantasy, not being able to keep clean sheets. So
Sorry.
what?
Them not being able to
Okay.
keep clean sheets. Sorry. Just saying. Sorry.
But it all comes down to if Chelsea can keep out City like how they did in the previous meetings where they had the 1-0s. What was that score? It was 1-0 every time.
I think so.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if they can put in a defensive performance like that against City again, then I think they can grind out another 1-0 victory. Big boy Timo is back. I'm back amongst the goals. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Fair enough. What's the question?
what?
What is the result?
I said 1-0.
Good one there. Before we come to you, Monchi, question for Shaq, Joe, and Jamal.
Not
y'all
left
think this Lukaku if
That
what?
like we got DA.
No, Monty say left him, leave him. Monty say leave him for last.
Okay, yes. That's how we do it. So question for the rest. You think this Lukaku drama is all behind Chelsea and he's going to come into this game, especially this big game, and try to prove a point and get back on track? What's your thoughts on this?
I think so.
Joe?
I think he.
Anyone else?
I, go ahead,
Anyone?
Joe.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Good. You're talking already.
Joe move
yo,
like Munchie.
I think I think Lukaku has been trying to prove a point for the past few games and failing miserably.
Don't forget, big team. Look like his little team bully.
Fucks, bro. Honestly, unless he starts, listen, Lukaku would have been safe without the all this media and all those comments and everything because the Chelsea fans love him. But with what happened, only how this thing really blows past is if Lukaku starts playing like his price tag. And right now he ain't doing that. So
But
it's a very iffy situation as to if it's going to blow over or not. Because he's not playing like his price tag. Not even his hold up play is that great right now. Like he's not
Mhm.
most times he's not offering anything to the team. Lukaku does the exact same thing and turns, darts into the box, runs far post and puts his hand up in the air. Literally. And every attack. I mean, bro, do something else. If you're not getting the ball, come short or try to, link up on 1-2 and get onto the edge of get back into the box and get your foot on the end of a tapping or something. Instead of always running far post, come near post instead. Do something different. This man does the exact same thing every single attack. So for me,
Yep.
honestly speaking, I don't expect them to win either. Memphis under one on grind out and everything. I don't see that happening. I expect City to slap them. Yeah, so I say maybe three one City.
No, like
Okay.
acting game.
I know. I strongly believe City will win the game. But I think the midfield for Chelsea is crucial.
Yeah.
Who they select in the middle will have will have a better bearing because I think I remember first round, Tuchel just came out to sit to defend
Yeah.
and to hope for the best going forward. And
Mm-hmm.
then when he made some changes at halftime and he opened up a bit, then we saw a better Chelsea. So it'd be interesting to see what approach he comes out with. But I think if you come out to City, you can get scored on. If you sit deep and allow them to have the ball, you can get scored on. So with that in mind, I have City to win the game 2-0. But a confident Chelsea could get that first goal and turn this entire game on its head.
True.
Yeah. Fair enough. Jamal, question to you. With Mendy being away at AFCON and being one of the best players so far for them this season, with Kepa now being in goal, do you see any little shakiness behind it, or the Chelsea defense would be very secure not to get anything close to him?
Well, they'll be mindful not to allow him to make any saves, but but there's only so much you can do against a relentless City. So, and then City will know that Pep Guardiola will tell his team that just get shots on target. Put as much pressure as you can on the goalkeeper because he's bound to make a mistake. So if he makes that mistake, obviously you get a goal or you get a penalty or something. You can see how rash he was when he came out to tackle thing the other day. That
Was it Mora?
yeah, Mora.
Yeah. Yo,
And
but everybody's saying that was a high IQ player, Jamal. And all the Chelsea fans are like, "Oh, Kepa IQ and this and that," and it was such a high IQ play because he was the only person that called the offside.
Right.
Oh, okay. No, but he didn't cause it intentionally.
No.
Fair enough.
Yeah, facts. That's
But
facts.
then Jamal, what they have going for them is that they're gonna have two coaches on the weekend. Because if things aren't going right, people will start dictating what's going on. Hey yo,
But
start calm stomach hanger or something.
to be honest, though, I can see a way where Chelsea can win this game too. It's
Yeah.
that I mean, looking at has City played since they played us? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They, they the FA Cup.
they played the Epic Cup game today.
How much did that
Mhm.
finish?
4-1?
Oh,
Well, what?
Go on.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, well, they need to. I think City will need to come out and be on their game because if they come out the way that they played Arsenal, they'll get. I think Chelsea can run over them in that game. Where do you guys play? Shrewsbury, some team like that in the cup, which is not really.
Yeah, some low league team.
Yeah. So
I
that
run up
game,
in the man with KDB and so.
Yeah,
Come
that
on.
man stand up, be a good man.
Marcelo.
What the joke is that?
because he needed confidence for this game, so that's why.
True. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they
True.
couldn't go playing Chelsea the same way they played Arsenal because that would have been detrimental. So maybe not detriment. Detrimental might be a strong word, but it wouldn't play in their favor. So I do think that City needs to be up for this game, but I can see a way where Chelsea come and win this 2-1 or even 1-0. I don't see a big scoreline either, but it's either Chelsea can come and win it 2-0, 2-1 or 1-0, or City wins it like 3-1.
All right.
Okay. Yes. Fair enough. Yes. We come to the Man City representative now, Monchi. Question for you. With Ake recent run of form, he has been on the left back playing very good. Do we continue to keep Ake at the left back slot, or are we going to change up that? What's the thought?
I care for sit down next to Pep, man. And I expect about he that and all and something and something.
That's wild.
You can just do Deli Ali like that.
Huh?
Do Deli Ali like that.
No. At least this time Pep know if anything wrong, when he go training, he has somebody he can, deal with. He can't go Tottenham training going and tell Dele Alli 150 lap.
Oh, okay.
That was a joke.
Wait, Monji. So you're trying to tell me? you, Monji, hold on there, Monji. You're trying to tell me that for the whole night when your mic not work properly, you talk for 5 or 10 minutes, and the one time I can hear what you said, that's it.
No, that's not it.
Yo, that's such a letdown.
That's the question.
It was the awkward silence after that.
Okay, so Bunchy, what do you think the score line of this game will be? Will City dominate this game, or Chelsea would come out with well needed 3 points?
So here how this goes, right? And this game goes so much in City's favor all around. For one, we're gonna win this game 2-0. And we're gonna dominate it. Right? Here's the reason why. Chelsea now is looking at that double digits points gap. They will be coming out trying to win this game. They will be coming out attacking. And coming out attacking with a Lukaku, or as Memphis are saying, the little team bully. Werner, the early do just 1-1-1-1-1. And the midfield now, Tuchel has to spice it up. He can't come that defense in a kind of way. Because I say, he has to try and win this game to reduce the points out. Because if he loses, that's 14 points behind City. Well, the league already wrap up, but he's saying, oh man, now I got to fight by the second or third, So Chelsea will be coming out attacking, and that's going to play right in City's favor. We have nothing to lose. Honestly, we really have nothing to lose. But Pep is a man that, he doesn't like to lose. So Pep will be coming out gunning too. So I think this game is solely in City's favor, bar any mishaps. by any overconfidence because City is really confident. Um, as I always tell people, like you play a game based on your opponents. Jamal was saying if we come out like we played against Arsenal, against this Chelsea team, we might result won't go in our favor. But it's a different thing when you have vengeance in you. I think Pep always gonna have his mind, hey, my first Champions League final versus Chelsea, and they beat me. So I think Pep has this killer instinct versus Chelsea right now that he's saying, hey, this team will never and should never beat me ever again, not even in a friendly. So um yeah, I think City and we're playing at home. So the five fans that's gonna be in the stadium, they will be jumping up trying to root the team. So yeah, let's go City.
Okay.
Thank you,
So
Monkey. That was much better. That was well received. Thank you,
yeah,
Monkey.
Thank
I
you.
think
Yeah, we heard you. We heard you. Moy,
we
let me
heard
just
you
jump
clearly
in
that
here.
time.
Let me just jump
Uh-huh.
ahead of you,
Go ahead.
Moy. We have a comment here, and let's just go straight to Joe and Jamal with it. This person is giving the opinion, and they want our opinion on it as well. Granit Xhaka has butchered the careers of Torreira and Ceballos and Guendouzi, and yet the Swiss Mark Nobel remains slow and cumbersome with no defensive IQ. Thought, yeah, just give me a general thoughts on that. Whether you think whether you agree that he has
And
killed the careers of Torreira, Ceballos, and Guendouzi, and just let me just shed a bit of insight on what's Straka's best position. Because
I'm
yes,
gonna
with his low
let
defensive
Jamal
IQ,
first.
what's his best defense? Let me ask Joe. We're
No,
gonna
no,
come to
no. I
you
want
second.
Jamal talk first.
We come to you second.
Yes,
More.
yes.
We
Thank
come
you.
to
Let
you
Jamal
second. We
speak.
go Jamal. What's his
Thank you.
best position then? If you're going to play Shaka, what position you want him or what role you want him to play?
Well,
You go,
in
Mike.
another team, it would be a central defensive position. But with us, it'll have to be like a left center midfield, right? Where he has some sort of defensive ability, but to drop back and form, let's say, a defensive three when the left back goes forward. As you can see, that's how Arteta has been using him because of his left foot. He can go out to that side and allow us to get more people forward in order to attack. But when we're playing defensively, he there's lapses. I'm not even sure what happened today. Was it from a corner and where he was the last man?
Yeah, they
Can't
were
remember.
countering. There was a counter. Yeah, it's a counter, and he was trying to get
Yeah,
back.
counter.
Obviously, played a
Counter
really
ball over the top. He's running. Obviously, Jota is faster than him. Xhaka takes like 3 glances at Jota
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
looks up at the
go deep.
ball and decides to go all Bruce Lee on the man and kick him in his chest. And then people are using in his defense saying, oh, he was watching the ball all the way, bro. There is no way that is not a red card because the player's experience is Granit Xhaka. Because for one, right, if you watch the positioning of everybody, Ramsdale was already out to an extent to kind of close the gap, right? Xhaka is now running behind um of Jota. While Xhaka is running behind of Jota because Jota has to slow down to wait for the ball to come down. Xhaka is actually gaining ground on Jota.
Mm.
All Xhaka needs to do is maintain the pressure on Jota. That's it. He still has to bring that ball down, control it, and do something with it. Three things that are not guaranteed that he will do. It's one of those positions where you just do your best to keep pressure on him. If we concede, we just go again. It was not a necessary red card. It wasn't. It really wasn't a necessary red card.
Okay.
And
I
the
really,
thing that killed it too is
Um,
that when they showed it, when they did the replay, like yo, I know at the end of the day we all know the whole Xhaka agenda, but I mean he does not help himself because he keeps putting himself in positions for these
in
things
his
to happen.
positions, yeah.
Because when they showed the replay, everybody was like, "Oh, that's a harsh red" at first because he was he had his attention on the ball 100%. When they show the replay now and slow it down, Brother man, Xhaka looked for
Yeah,
Jota like 4 or 5
times.
times.
Yeah, I saw that. But
He
then
kept
also,
glancing and then still did that. I'm like, come
yeah,
on, man.
I think also Ramsdale didn't help the situation by coming and stopping. He could have come and cleared the ball.
Come all the way. Yeah,
Yeah.
that I will say. I agree with that.
Parts
I
of the
agree
game
with that.
does fall on him. But back to the question. I don't think he's killed the career of Ceballos. Ceballos was a different type of midfielder, but definitely Torreira and Guendouzi. Um, Guendouzi had his attitude problems, but you could tell he was talented. And I do think had he stayed at the club and you know fixed his attitude problems, he would have been starting instead of Xhaka. I'm not sure Torreira would have still been there because Torreira wasn't even um, Unai Emery's buy. The club bought him for whatever reason. I don't even know. I think we just needed a midfielder, so they bought him. But Torreira was gonna go regardless. But I do agree that Xhaka has no defensive IQ, and today just proves it. Last week proved it as well when he gave away that penalty. And I don't know how many more issues we're gonna have where we can say that Xhaka is now a complete liability because, as you can see, he's liable too many times.
Facts.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me. Yeah. Joe, you have anything you want to add?
Yo, like I agree with every single thing that Jamal just said, except for the whole Torreira thing. Yo, I wouldn't like. Well, no, I agree that I wouldn't say Xhaka butchered Torreira's career. I think Emery butchered Torreira's career
I
because
agree.
we brought Torreira after Torreira had just performed exceptionally in a box to box and sometimes a defensive midfielder role. And then we brought in and Emery played this man as a number 10. And I'm like, bro, what
Yeah, I
is
think that
happening?
was his biggest offense.
Yeah, and I
And
think after that, to be fair, I don't think after that with the whole collapse and then Lumberg coming in as the interim and then Arteta. Since that, I don't think he ever got a fair chance again in the squad. And then the
I
whole issue with his mother dying and all of that. So in us, that I wouldn't say that was anybody butchered his career. It just didn't. For me, I just ruled that down to it just didn't. It's just one of those spells that just didn't work out. Because I still think there's a player in there. Honestly
that's
speaking,
what I was just about to say, Joe. I think he could still play. I mean,
yeah.
he could just sit and let Party do the roaming, collect the
Mhm.
ball, give it to Party. I think that that pivot could work wonders. Stu MC continues. Said like when he drops back to cover Gabriel today, Bernardo at the Emirates when he was squared up, his legs tied in knots. Shaka lack of mobility even prohibits him from offering his selfless angles. Continues. Hence why footballing players are dragged down. He never offers. Shaka is an egotist, a luxury DM, if that's even a thing. Pirlo and Jorginho have more defensive impact.
Then some boy send me hijack the agenda. Ooh,
He,
ooh.
yeah, no, that he's really good in
Man
on
is
Shaka.
firing
And
the shots.
hey, Strumpy, you're not wrong. And Joe and Jamal, they also know I agree that we all agree that we need an upgrade on Shaka. But for the time
Oh,
being,
oh, you have to choose your
but
words
for the
right there. I
time
was
being,
about to say, don't say Joe agrees because I don't know what you think. But no, when you
no,
ended the
because
statement,
we've
I
said
agree.
that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We
Yeah,
all
we've
agree
said
that
that. Shaka
he need an
to take an
upgrade.
upgrade. But he does offer something that we do not have right now. And that's why Joe said in the preview, we're gonna miss him on Sunday. Is that a
Mm-hmm.
feel correct? Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
it
gonna
is.
miss him on Sunday because of the
Xhaka
great.
is the kind of player you want in the North London Derby because of the
Yeah,
kind of gritty
but
kind of football it would be the
but I
physicality and
think
everything.
right. But then Jamal said it, and I think this is where we are now with Shaka. There too many times now we can look and say, "Yo, Shaka fought. Yo, Shaka fought.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Shaka fought." There too many times, and when you reach that part in your career at a club, yeah, I think even though you offer good things, look, it was the same thing with Aubameyang. He scored all these goals, but right now he doesn't like his head is in the game. So now he's a liability for us.
Chuck, here's the thing with Xhaka, right? The best Xhaka has looked this season was the game we played against. Who was it?
Lead.
No, I think it was it that game against City? Even though despite the red card, was it the game against City where Arteta had him playing more advanced?
I mean, he was playing advance a couple of games. I know the game versus Leeds.
There was one particular game where
West Ham. Maybe it was West Ham.
Yeah, West Ham, where Arteta had him playing more advanced. That is the best Xhaka has looked.
That's what I was asking Jamal. You know, yes, he have a defensive IQ problem. If you make him defend less, then maybe you can get a better Xhaka.
He's not a bad passer of the ball, no. That's what he's saying. He can strike the ball.
That's what Stuart's saying. He could do a job as an attacking midfielder. Spreading
okay,
passes.
so this is the comment he just said. He could do a job as an attacking midfielder, spreading passes in front of two DMs like he does for Switzerland, but he's not elite level for any top 5 league in Europe. Yeah. So just to add some balance. Fair comment, bro. Fair comment. I appreciate the balanced argument you presented here tonight. I appreciate that. Unlike some circumstances.
Circumstances strikes again. No, but Shaq, unreal, as Arsenal fans, y'all cannot tell me, y'all are not tired of just constantly this Xhaka. And bro, the thing is, right, with what I keep telling you, we all talk about how Xhaka will have master classes and so on and so on and so on. Xhaka will have master classes in games where the whole team is playing good. But Xhaka will always make that mistake in one of the vital games, like
when the team is playing good too.
Games. Yeah, because today, the commentator literally spoke about the fact that Arsenal seem to be getting themselves into the game and seems to have settled, and then the man gets a red card. Bro, I'm tired of that.
I think that was what Moy was saying. That it's so unfortunate that it had to be Xhaka. It couldn't be nobody else.
Yes.
You know,
because always him. Anybody else would have done that.
It's always him, man. It's really sad. It's really sad.
What do you feel about Mendy?
At least you don't have that problem anymore.
Fact.
Come back soon.
He's suspended, not fired. So
come back to what? Nah,
he's
suspended with what? Is he getting paid?
Even though he's not getting paid, but
they didn't post that on the website yet, Jamal, the City website.
Suspended pending termination.
Wow.
It's because I guess he hasn't been officially convicted yet because they released him on bail, right?
Yeah, he's on bail.
So when he gets officially convicted, then they have a reason to terminate his contract.
Stu won't stop. We close the show after this. Xhaka arrived to UCL. He then moved to Europa to 8 and missing out on UEFA. What is?
UEFA
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, UEFA. Okay, Vance can't. Okay, nobody else remains. It's no coincidence. So get Xhaka out and we get
everybody because he makes a point. Everybody else gone. He makes a point. Everybody else is gone. And let us remind each other that the first season we did not qualify for the Champions League was because of Granit Xhaka and a stupid decision that he made. I don't remember the penalty.
No, but I think that'd be really unfair.
Because unfair? Who won the game?
Because listen, Joe. Because it's a whole season. You don't lose a Champions League spot just from one game.
Shut.
Leicester.
Shut. That was the last game. That was the last game.
Yes. So we needed him.
Here's the thing. Xhaka dragged down the man, and when Xhaka done dragged down the man, Xhaka put up his hands to take the red card and start walking out of the field. Sometimes,
right, but I'm saying,
okay.
But
it's
been
saying Arsenal versus Xhaka for what, about 5 years, 6 years? Oh my God.
Okay, I hear your point, but all I'm saying is that when you look at the season on a whole, I'm pretty sure you can look at other games. You're like, yo, we should have won those points. We should have gotten more than a draw here, or we shouldn't even lose this game. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm sure if we look back at them, at least 50%
It was
of them
Xhaka's
can
fault.
find something that Xhaka did. Bro, this
Everything
man
goes
has
back
what,
to
7 red cards for Arsenal. I saw
Six.
Charles Watt's tweet today. Shearer retweet today that only Sergio Ramos has had more red cards than Granit Xhaka in the last decade of all the top 5 leagues in football.
And
Bro,
what must I declare?
oh, what the joke it
All right. Well, all right. Stu continue. He rose up on his immediate negative catalyst. Maybe his mother supported Spurs. And on that note, Stu, you come back and join us on Monday. Let's
Joe,
see what the team gets on. We said
Joe,
Monchi.
Joe like him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Munchie.
Yes, true. You gotta definitely come back Monday at 7:30. We'll be back here again, God willing. Yeah.
Shaq,
Go ahead, Monchi. How what?
Oh, you know the guy is in Antigua. Suppose he's in England.
But I'm telling you the time we start. Okay, 7:30 local time.
He says
He's greeting from Scotland.
It's a bit
All right,
late.
so Jamal, 7:30. That's what 11:30.
11:30.
See?
Yeah.
You see? Hey, Munchie,
Okay, but
All right, Munchie, calm
Good
down.
looking out, Munchie.
Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in.
what did I say wrong? I mean, it's 7:30 local time.
Yeah, 11:30 in Scotland.
11:30 in Scotland. What time is it in Canada, Munchie? For the Canadian fan. 8:30?
17.
8:17?
8:17.
The time now?
Because
No,
it's 9.
All right. You see what I'm saying? But this might be something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. All right. So, Stu, when you come back, it's 11:30 your time. 11:30 p.m. On Monday. We'll be back here. Munchie, it's going to be 6:30 your time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So,
inside joke.
this man like he can't cook the day before or something that. I'll cook for the show time. And on that note, guys, we'll see you again on Monday. Look forward to a really good weekend. If you get your fantasies done, remember fantasies start. We have a game tomorrow. There's a game tomorrow, so get that in. I think Munchie's saying, you have to free hit this week. Triple Captain Kane, I think he's been saying. So get your fantasies in. The league is not dead. I haven't looked at it in a couple of weeks, but I'm going to look at it this weekend. So enjoy the football weekend. And for Joe, look at the bright side. You won't have Xhaka for 3 games.
Thank you for watching Island Fans. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you'll know when there are new videos and updates. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and like us on Facebook. Island Fans, for the passion of the game.